Code here. I'm going to flip it over to the prompter and then we can get going. 2 days ago we showed you the first frost in the record books going back 115 years with the low of 31. That was on the 13th. Yesterday we had a record low of 29, which would qualify as the first hard freeze of the season, and that was on the 14th of September. Now here on the 15th, and we got the record low of 33. Notice that 1998, that was back in 1939. We had a high of 98. I was just thinking Detroit on that day in 1939 hit 100 degrees. Well, anyway, we move on to what's happening outside right now. As expected, temperatures have fallen quite a bit. We're looking at upper 50s to near 60. Warm spot being New Martinsville with 61. We push the button. That takes us to the winds. They've been coming in generally out of the north and northwest, and speed's pretty good. We were expecting breezy conditions, and we're going from about 7 to 16 miles an hour with a nice breeze. And it's not a warm breeze, by the way, like we had on Monday. Well, we take a look and we'll see. This is what it looked like 12 hours ago. As expected, we picked up about a quarter or third of an inch of rain. The rain has moved on out. I got a call from somebody in Barnesville. They got a big thing going on there tonight at 6 p.m. Is the weather going to be good? Yes, it will. But it's going to be a little chilly. You might want to bring a sweater or a jacket, believe it or not. And then there you take a look at the satellite view. All these white clouds, bright stuff. This is associated. This is the western edge of Tropical Storm Maria. Tropical Storm Maria now up to 70 mile per hour high sustained winds. And we'll show you a wider view on that. And maybe we'll see if there's an eye or not. But you can see it clearing, occurring out to the west. A rain-cooled 42 in Rapid City. There are some spots in the high country of western Nebraska and into South Dakota that are in the upper 30s right now. We're not looking at snow, but they're getting this upslope flow, and they get lots of clouds. And look at that, 42 in Rapid City. Most of the area is in the mid to upper 50s, and that goes all the way down into our area, 61 in Buffalo. Even the nation's capital, rain-cooled 69, rain-cooled 67 in Louisville, rain-cooled 58 in Kansas City, and look at Dallas, 78 degrees. They had 100-degree readings for 2 days this week. Now they've got 78 at about 3 o'clock their time this afternoon. The green is drier air masses coming in, and it's just kind of evaporating a lot of this stuff. Actually, it's a vapor state, and it's just mixing with the drier air, and the humidity levels are dropping. We expect that you have to go down to Florida to find a super humid weather. Well, here's what we got in terms of watches or warnings. Nothing in the immediate area, but you get to the Allegheny Plateau, some of those higher elevation valley locations in those hills there, they could be looking at frost. Got freeze warnings in the Adirondacks, and then we've got frost almost down to the Indiana border, almost down to Illinois, almost into Ohio. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we show you somebody within our viewing area that drops down to about 37 degrees, and that would be a 6 foot above the ground, hinting at the possibility that there might be 1 out of 1,000 of us will be dealing with frost in the morning. Well, anyway, here's the wider view. There's Maria, and she just doesn't seem to have a very well-defined eye. Here's our predictor showing the clouds moving on out. We just get some high and mid-level clouds as we go through Friday and into Saturday. No big problem there. And then we continue with this. Here we are Saturday at noon. High pressure to the north. Just a delightful day. Sunday's looking good too. High pressure kind of drifts up to the northern parts of New England. Still under the influence of that high with the winds coming out of the east and southeast. Then we get into Monday, still dry. So we got dry ones. We got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 dry days in a row. Then we push the button. That takes us Monday into Tuesday. And yes, we are expecting to see a few showers. Not a big deal, nothing heavy. Well, there's your 7-day forecast. Yesterday we hit 78. Looks like we could be that warm again next Tuesday. We do expect a few spotty showers late Monday, more like Monday night. A few Tuesday and maybe a few Wednesday. Thermometers generally in the mid to upper 70s. The overnight lows back up above average, and there's your 4 dry days coming in a row. So all in all, not too much to write home about and not too much to complain about.